Alright, so, I get that this video isn't really what you would expect from me, but I just need an excuse to do this video because I really want to talk about this. Okay, thank you. You read the title, you know what this is about. Holy crap, the Dark Lord's so freaking good. Let's start at the beginning. So, you are immediately introduced to the Dark Lord being a bad guy, immediately as you enter Greenhorn, and him stealing everybody's faces. It is your job to go after the Dark Lord and save the entirety of Miitopia. Immediately we're introduced to the Dark Lord being a bad guy, which we will see in the future is not actually a thing. Spoilers for the game. Okay, so, after that we meet our first teammate, then we meet our second teammate, then our third teammate. We will get to them later because the teammates play a really good part in what makes this final boss absolutely stunning. Okay, so, you save everyone's faces in Greenhorn, life's good. After that you go to the royal family, and then the king's face is stolen. And it is your job to save it, so you go save the king's face. And then you realize that the princess is unhappy with the fact that she has to marry a schizo-degenerate piece of shit. So, you go after the piece of shit, and then you take him back, only to realize that the castle's been taken away, it has been absolutely destroyed, and the princess's face has been taken away. And it is your job to save the princess. And after that, the princess gets with the guy, and yeah. Here is the beginning of what makes this boss absolutely amazing. As soon as you leave Greenhorn, there's a cutscene in the inn where the Dark Lord comes to the inn and takes every single member of your team apart from you. And also steals away your powers, which in my opinion is not so good. And then you wake up to nobody being there. Now, a huge reason as to why the Dark Lord is so freaking successful in what he does is because of the emotional impact. Like, you've already been with these three teammates for so freaking long. You already know them, you already love them, you start actually caring for them, and then boom, they're taken up. I felt so freaking scammed when he took away my team that I actually went to just sped ran next door. Just for hopes that he might be there. And that's one of the big reasons as to why the Dark Lord is so successful, is because he gets you emotionally. And then you get it next door, where he steals everyone's faces again, and you meet three new teammates, which in my opinion is kinda hard to get attached to once you've gotten attached to the other ones. You'll see why later. So after you've done that, and completed next door as well, and saved the genie, taught him his right ways, cool. After that, guess what? The Dark Lord comes and steals your teammates once again. And then, for me, this didn't work as well emotionally because I wasn't getting attached to these people at all. But you will see that it gets way better. Next up, we have Realm of Fate, which in my opinion is it's a fine world. It's worse than Greenhorn, but better than next door. Anyway, you meet three new people. This time I actually got attached to them because I was like, I might as well. And then, mostly, you realize at this moment, if you're smart, that you realize that there's only 10 spots in the inn, and the Dark Lord's already taken away 6 members, and you have 4. So there's no way that the Dark Lord can take these 3 as well and give you 3 more, because there would be no room for them once you save them. You were dead wrong, it takes them too. And I felt so scammed again. And then you get to Karkaton. Oh my god, Karkaton is so damn good. Karkaton is by far my favorite world in the first half of Miitopia. Oh my god, it is amazing. Because immediately after you kill the first couple stages, you see the Great Sage, who hasn't really done much throughout this game. We'll get to her. And she's like in a little cave where you see 3 of your teammates faceless. Yes, I said that. Faceless. You have to save your own teammates' faces. When I first saw this, I was genuinely baffled because I just thought it would be in like some dungeon and we would just have to like get them from there and we would be done. But no. You have to actually save their faces, which honestly was such a cool like mechanic. Like, once I save the people that I actually care for, which is in the footage, it's the 3 girls I'm actually fighting with right now. Once I saved those 3, I felt so happy inside. It's insane. Like, I would have never expected for a boss in a video game to make me feel so much, but this one did. Like, just the emotional impact of this boss alone. Oh my freaking god, it is so good. And you keep saving your team members, and it makes you so happy inside. You won't get it if you haven't played this game. If you haven't played this game, go play it, dude. It is, oh, I'm getting carried away here. But that's just Carcassonne. We haven't even talked about the actual fight itself. We haven't talked about the fight with the Dark Lord yet. I've talked about the Dark Lord for probably like 5 minutes now. Anyway, the fight is so damn good as well. The fact that you have built like an entire army up until this point with every single person you probably got or not gotten attached to throughout this point is amazing, and you can go with whoever you want into the boss fight. Oh my god, it just feels so rewarding and it just feels amazing, dude. And don't even get me started on the fact that this guy steals your teammates' faces mid-fight and puts them on random opponents. Oh my freaking god, this fight is so good. He takes away the people that he's already taken away and puts them on enemies that you have to defeat. Oh my god, it's so good. And then after you finally defeat him, the Dark Curse lifts itself and it reveals that he's just a normal guy. Huh. And then the Dark Curse actually just goes after you, but the Great Sage comes in at the very last moment and actually takes the curse for herself. This is actually a really good thing, because good lord, they haven't done much with the Great Sage like at all through this entire game. All they've done with the Great Sage is just introduce her in Greenhorn, not use her at all in Next Door, not use her in Realm of Fae, and then she helps you in Carcassonne to get your team members. You can very easily tweak the story just a tiny bit and just remove the Great Sage entirely. But the fact that she takes the curse at the end of the game just single-handedly makes her like an important part of the story. I really like what they did here. Anyway, that's all I had to talk about for this video. Good lord, this boss fight's amazing. Oh my god. I could do like a whole like half-an-hour video just gushing about Miitopia over and over and over, and I would not get tired of it. It's that good, dude. Anyway, now that I'm done rambling, I will show you guys my actual battle with the Dark Lord, because yes, I have it on video. Sorry about the weird audio quality, because I had to record this really awkwardly, because I had to put a little speaker that recorded Switch sounds on top of, like, in front of my microphone, and then record the screen, because for some reason it just wouldn't pick up my Switch sounds. I don't know why.